Pisces, I'm here to give you a wild card read straight from the hip with lots of lip, and we're going to dive right into it. We're not going to waste any time. This is for any significant Pisces placement, or if you happen to have a prominent placement in the 12th house. Likewise, if you are a Virgo rising, that makes you a Pisces descendant, and you might find resonance with this message. So let's get right to it. What's coming at Pisces? What does the Pisces collective need to know at this time, Spirit? What is the message of the moment for Pisces? What is the download? What do they need to know in order to move forward in the most empowering way? I'm noticing on the top of the deck right there, we have in reverse the discover, learn, and play. So somebody effed around and they're about to find out. Let's see what that's about. I'm going to turn this up right here. Oh, this could be in relation to a King of Spades energy. Big Aquarius energy on the board, but could be any air sign energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It could also be an X, okay? So let's see what's going on with this King of Spades character. Ooh, somebody was up to no good. Somebody was up to some sneaky shenanigans. I see that here with the Seven of Spades. In the shadow, this is somebody who did real dirty dealings here, right? This is somebody who definitely is out for their own means. They have their own agenda. They might be a bit of a strategist, okay? There's somebody up to something sneaky, you know, something sneaky here. Oh, yes, this is a character here for sure, okay? For sure. This could be a sneaky link, I have to say, with you coming up here, Pisces, okay? Queen of Hearts there in the light. You know, maybe you felt a bit like this character played you, all right, but you might be trying to like kind of pull a fast one on them. I don't know. You might be trying to revisit this situation with the Eight of Hearts and the light, I have to say, because it just got this like reverse energy. There could be some messages coming in this regard. This might be a little bit of what was going on in the past, okay? Let's see, with the Five of Clubs in the light. I think there was a lot of passion here, passionate messages back and forth. This is like sort of a history of the situation. A lot of talk about moving things forward, maybe even talks about let's go on some kind of trip together, this kind of vibe, okay? And wanting to win at all costs, okay? Big like influence in this situation. This is something that was hidden, okay? Something on the down low, an agreement between two people. I do believe there are records, there's receipts of this connection. I feel like a lot of this went on online, okay? So I feel like that's sort of the basis of this matter, right? But there's a little divine play here, okay? Because somebody's getting caught up in this situation, because now we got this King of Spades is really moving dirty here, okay? Some hardcore energy. So what is this about? Let's see. There was some kind of delays caused in this situation to hold back some kind of soulmate connection that could lead to fulfillment and a new beginning in love. Yeah, there's blockage around this, okay? Let's see what the deal is here. What's going on with this, okay? Let's get some details. What is this King of Spades up to, man? Ooh, all right, that just fell on the ground. All right, well, first of all, we've got Six of Hearts here, and I believe it's coming up in the shadow. It is, okay? So if this is somebody that, like, you convinced yourself was your soulmate or the one and only, not quite, okay? No. Not quite. In fact, it's not really worth fighting for this energy at all, okay? This is sort of like, you know, this is somebody who's very false, okay? They may sell that, all right, to stir the passions. This is somebody who will like really sell you the fantasy. They'll make you believe that there's something really special happening here, okay? But really, it's just about getting the yah-yahs out with that Five of Clubs in reverse, right? And this person does have, you know, other people in the mix here. There might have been a sort of like competitive energy around this person. Maybe somebody put you in competition with another, right? You weren't anticipating that. You might have bought into those pillow talk promises. You thought this person was going to serve you the world on a golden platter. Let me show you the world in my eyes, baby. Just come with me. Let me take you for a ride. But it wasn't a magic carpet ride. It just gave you rug burn. Oh my God. Yeah, now you're feeling the burn. But I think that, at one point you realize like this person, maybe they tell everybody this, how many people are in the mix here? And you started realizing that if you kept kind of fighting for something or competing for something, that what does that say about you? There was some kind of reflection that came through for you in regard to this. I see you pulled out of this conflict, but somebody here is, I don't know, their energy is pretty heavy. I have to say, with the King of Spades in the shadow, that's a super, this can be somebody who can even be abusive with their words, all right? They can be very, very abusive, cold, cutting with their words. They can be on the attack, all right? And this is somebody who wants revenge. Revenge is a dish best served cold, and nobody can be colder than, an Aquarius when they get it activated in that way. Oh my gosh, I got like such sentience around this, I have to say. All right, what do we got here? Ooh, and now we got more air sign energy showing up here. Now we got a Queen of Spades in the light to the Jack of Spades in the light to the Nine of Clubs in reverse, okay? Interesting energy. Was there trouble caused between two people, perhaps? Maybe two people that were initially connected, all right? Because this is X's here. This is X energy. There's some kind of truth that wants to be brought forward here, and this truth is going to come forward very quickly, where truth was at one point held back with the Nine of Clubs, right? Somebody just kind of let, their actions do the talking for them instead of actually doing the talking, all right? Now somebody's wanting to talk. Now there's movement forward in a situation where there was previously blockage, okay? It looked like there was some interference and some kind of connection came about here. Now something is getting on board. What was hidden, maybe messages that were hidden or some kind of receipts that were hidden are coming forward. Somebody's wanting to talk about it, all right? Somebody might want to talk about it. Maybe they want to talk about it though because they really want to stick it to somebody. I have to say that because we do have this King of Spades energy and it's in the shadow along with the Seven of Spades in the shadow. Like that's not a good energy. That's an energy that's like super aggressive. I mean, this is an energy that could get, not in all cases, but I mean, it's a threatening energy. It is. It's a threatening energy. It's interesting because we have masculine in the shadow, we got feminine in the light. We do have this energy here too of the Jack of Spades, which implies swift movement, something moving swiftly forward after a time of blockage, perhaps something that was held back. And I feel like sort of like the mastermind of this energy though is this King of Spades. They're pulling something sneaky. It's an unexpected move, but oh, you bet with it being in the shadow, this has been like plotted. This is very strategic, okay? Very strategic here. All right. But where there were guards up, they're down. Where there were blockages before, they're removed. Where there was opposition, the opposition has been overcome, but perhaps by something really like sneaky, unexpected. It's got like Sun Tzu, Art of War vibes. Like somebody is a strategist here, a strategist. Somebody here knows how to go real cold. I mean, it's got to be Aquarian energy. You could be dealing with a Gemini or a Libra too, but I mean, it's got big Aquarian energy, I have to tell you, okay? Somebody is a master strategist here. And they got the upper hand in this situation, it looks like, okay? It looks like, and it looks like there might be somebody being put in the loop in a situation here who wasn't in the loop, and somebody who maybe was in a position where they were just kind of like trying to protect their energy for some reason, all right? There was some kind of disruption in some kind of connection or something. Give me some more details about this for Pisces. What does Pisces need to know about this situation? Pisces, I have to tell you, your energy is coming out in the shadow. We got you right here at the crossroads, Queen of Hearts, in the shadow, man. Okay? I mean, some of you, this is something coming back around, to be dealt with. This is something coming home to roost. This is something that was set in motion. Maybe you started out something clandestine or something you wanted to keep on the down low, getting like full on exposure, man. Something needs to be dealt with. Something needs to be answered to, and it's coming. It's coming swiftly. There's some kind of like karmic balancing out happening in this situation. Yep. And where there was something, that you're waiting to see the development on, something coming together, could have been with a fire sign energy with the Jack of Clubs here, You were hoping there'd be growth in building together, growth and connection, 1111 on the clock, okay? There's something that you wanted to come into alignment here, very, very much so, all right? You wanted to move forward passionately in this direction, And there could be a little bit of entanglement in this situation. I have to say with the 10 of diamonds, okay, I did get that piece. Like there could have been some kind of separation caused in this situation. So this could have been a separation between a married couple or a couple that were, building a house together, like building a household, building a business together could be potential too. I do feel like 10th house matters are at hand here, public image, reputation, how you're seen, how you're viewed, how you're showing up. Some of it could be going down in a public way too. Some of it could be going down online. But there's some kind of repercussions that need to be dealt with here. And this energy where you may have felt like it was just kind of settled or there was a lull, I feel like it's like fuel for the fire. Like this energy is going to get stirred up again. Something is coming back around. Yeah, because something isn't right there. And it's not a good look, I have to say, with the 10 of diamonds coming up in the shadow to the 5 of diamonds coming up in the shadow. There's some kind of loss of standing here. There's some kind of loss in terms of respect. There's some type of loss in terms of how somebody's seen. All right. And there's a forced moving away from a situation, okay? Now, I could say this is like, I hate to say it, but it's got also kind of like scarlet letter kind of energy with that 8 of hearts. It's sort of like having to walk away from a situation, but walk away in such a way it has more of that kind of vibe of like exiled kind of energy. It can almost give me like those like Lilith sort of vibes, you know what I mean? Lilith was exiled. Lilith went after, self-pleasure, self-empowerment, self-knowledge, and along the way, ended up being exiled because she was seen as threatening, because she was very much in charge of her sensuality, her passions. But it looks like there's been some kind of damage in this situation, though. There's something that happened here that wasn't correct, that did involve secrecy, clandestine kind of arrangements. Some would say stealing in some cases, with the 7 of swords coming up in that like shadow energy here. And this has something to do with, it's something that, you used to be involved with, okay? This could be an ex of yours. This could be an old situation that you thought, was kind of like you moved away from it. You weren't going to have to deal with it. It may have been a little slow in coming back around, but it's going to crop back up. I got that, okay? And there's somebody coming in that wants to speak a truth, maybe after something is revealed to them, okay? I don't know what this is. All right? But it looks like it's a bit of karmic balancing that's happening here. Give me some more details. I want to know, let me find out about something here. Let's look at this. This is your energy. Could you be dealing with another water sign? You could, Pisces. You could be dealing with another Pisces like you. You could be dealing with a Cancer. You could be dealing with a Scorpio in this situation who was playing this role in your situation too. All right. So it's one of these scenarios. There's multiple players involved in this situation. So I think you're going to have to just like pick what side you're on. Your energy is very front and center right now, just with what's going on astrologically too. All right. So these kind of dynamics with karma balancing out are going to kind of be at the forefront. And especially with one of your rulers, Jupiter is going to be making a conjunction with Uranus on 420. Okay, so it's sort of like a wake up, smell the coffee kind of vibe. It's unexpected things happening that really change the course of how we move forward. It's surprise developments. And they can pay off really big, or where there have been cases of like ego or selfishness. You know, Jupiter can make everything bigger too, all right? And yours is the house of karma, all right? The 12th house there, yours is also the house of hidden enemies. So this could also be a time when somebody who was working in a sabotaging capacity could really be exposed, and it's exposed in a more public sort of way, right? I mean, we got masculine air energy, spades energy in the shadow. We got feminine water energy, your energy in the shadow. We got feminine air in the light here, okay? And moving forward with clarity, okay? So that's what I get, like where your energy might have been separated from somebody in the past because they weren't in the loop or they didn't have access to certain information. This person's going to be put in the loop, and from there you're going to finally receive communication from this person because they're going to have something they want to say to you. Now, I don't know why I got this vibe, but I got this vibe that this King of Spades is the driving force here behind this, right? This feels like the mastermind energy. I want to just get some more details. What should this Queen of Hearts in the shadow expect? Let's just leave it open-ended, Pisces, because you'll know who you are in this storyline, okay? It's going to be a little different for each of you. All right, you should expect something to be coming in after it was held up for a long time with that 3 of clubs coming up in the light, okay? And what's going to be coming in for this Queen of Hearts in the shadow? What's going to be coming in for this Queen of Hearts in the shadow? You know, you may have felt like you were unfairly cast in an unfavorable light, right? And that made you some of it outcast. That's possible too, right? Oh, I mean, this is somebody you were working with in the past, you know, coming back around to bite you. That's what it is, okay? That's what's coming in. And I have to say, when I work with these cards, my 8 of diamonds in the shadow is the card of doing workings. And when I'm saying workings, can it be magical workings? Certainly. But it can be any kind of manipulation. So this is kind of like energy boomeranging back around, right? You know what side of that you're on with that. Let me get some details about this King of Spades in the shadow. What is this King of Spades in the shadow up to? What's going on with this character here? Let's get just a little bit more refined here for Pisces. What is this King of Spades in the shadow about to do here? What's going on with this? Oh, what's this? They're about to clear the way forward, okay? So this has got like road opener energy, but it's like this mofo is coming in with a machete. You're like clearing all the old brush out of the way. This is definitely like some clearing energy. Separating the wheat from the chaff, finding a way through. So in some way, there was some kind of blockage in this situation. Now this person's moving forward. Let me see this Queen of Spades here in the light. What is this Queen of Spades doing? Because there's some kind of action this Queen of Spades has taken. May have been connected to this King of Spades, all right? This may have been where the blockage was between these two, or some kind of obstacle or some kind of miscommunication, some kind of problem. But we see with the Queen of Spades and the light coming in with the Jack of Spades and the light, she's going to take some kind of action. She's going to bring down her walls and she's going to move forward with something once she gets put in the loop. That's what it looks like. And what is she going to do here? What we got? Ooh, okay. Well, she is going to take a strong action here. She is, because she's going to find out with the 2 of clubs to the 4 of diamonds here, all right, that something was really keeping her stuck in a place where she could not see a way forward, because in some way her security was rocked here, all right, with the 4 of diamonds. And what do we got there? We got the 9 of Spades in the light, okay? So something that had put her in a place where she couldn't see a way forward. Maybe she even dealt with some kind of anxiety, some kind of stress. Could have been really around her security, some kind of stability. And I have to say, when I see that 10 of diamonds, it could be financially, it could be around a home, it could be around a serious committed relationship. Ted just said yes on that. Some worry was really created in this situation, but now that this is going to be cleared up, she's going to get the answers she needs. I see her taking a real strong action here with the 8 of clubs, I almost said. So I think she'll be communicating. Okay, expect some communication to come in, absolutely. but I also see she's going to take some bold new action. There's some new beginning that's coming in here in regard to this, okay? Let me get some more clues about this. What is this new beginning? What is this strong action? Details, please, before we close this out. We're already going a little over. This last grouping of signs says some of you need a little bit of extra time. I can't cut it shorter. You know, sometimes the message just needs to come through. I was wondering about that. In some cases, what's revealed, somebody's going to take a strong legal action because we've got the 8 of Spades in the shadow here, okay? So again, I feel like somebody did something in this situation. It might have even involved somebody's security, somebody's finances, could have involved property, could have involved a home. There could have been a little bit of intrigue in this situation. It's got like kind of mistress vibes or something. A little business with pleasure that went awry. Something really negative happened here though. And somebody's a little bit of a mastermind. They might like kind of be spinning things like hiding their involvement, but kind of like pinning things on a particular person in this situation. It feels like the King of Spades in the shadow is pinning it on the Queen of Hearts in the shadow. So it's somebody they were involved with, okay? There's a lot of manipulation in this situation, but somebody's getting caught up, and it's a bit of foul play, man. I would say, you know, do what you need to do to take mastery of this situation so you can, you know, make sure that you're not putting yourself in a compromising position. You need to do what you need to do to sort of like strengthen your stance, okay? Strengthen your stance and maybe even, you know, take preemptive steps to avert a disaster by just, you know, putting everything above board.